Forks and Fandoms, where fandoms meet flavor. It is the end of Data Privacy Week 2025. Today, we're going to whip up some soft-baked monster cookies. There's no better way to talk about protecting your digital footprint than with cookies! Quacky agrees. But it's not that kind of cookies. But that's fine. We won't tell the internet. It's our secret. Let's go!
Did you know that every time you browse the internet, post on social media, or even just use an app in general, you're leaving behind a digital footprint? Websites, apps, and even your smartwatch collect your data, your habits, your interests, even your health. Some of this is harmless, but companies can also sell this data or use it to make assumptions about you. Gross. But don't panic. That's exactly what Data Privacy Week is all about. Raising awareness and helping you take control of your information. Because your data is valuable and you deserve a say in how it's used. But more on that in a little bit. First, let's talk about cookies. The kind you actually want to keep. These soft-baked monster cookies are basically the best cookie ever, in my opinion. They're thick, chewy, and packed with goodness like peanut butter, oats, M&Ms, chocolate chips, anything your heart desires. So every bite is just full of excellent flavor. And the best part, there's no chilling required. That means you go from craving to cookie even faster. To make these cookies, you're going to need 1/2 cup or 113 grams of butter, 1/2 cup or 100 grams of brown sugar, 1/4 cup or 50 grams of granulated sugar, 3/4 cup or 185 grams of peanut butter, 1 large egg, 1 teaspoon or 5 grams of vanilla. This can be extract or paste, 1/2 teaspoon or 3 grams of baking soda, 1 1/4 cup or 150 grams of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon or 2 grams of salt, 1/2 cup or 45 grams of oats, 3/4 cup or 150 grams of M&Ms, 1/2 cup or 90 grams of chocolate chips. You can also change these to be anything you want. Reese's peanut butter cups, peanut butter chip, whatever your heart desires. Let's mix up these cookies. First, we're going to start by creaming together the butter, the brown sugar, and the granulated sugar. Whip them together until it's light and fluffy and no streaks of butter remain. This can be done by hand or in a stand mixer. Next, add in the peanut butter. You can use smooth or crunchy, whatever you like. And if it's natural, just make sure it's fully mixed up. 1 egg and the vanilla. Again, you can use vanilla paste or vanilla extract. These help bind together everything and make it taste delicious. But definitely gives that soft and chewy texture. Now, I'm going to add in the flour, the baking soda, and the salt. Mix it together gently. You don't want to overwork the dough. And keep mixing until all of the flour is incorporated. And now, for the fun part, add in the oats, the M&Ms. I used mini peanut butter M&Ms. Yum! And the chocolate chips. I also added in peanut butter chips because delicious. Mix these all together, and if you're using a mixer, make sure it's on low so you don't crush the M&Ms. If your dough feels a little too soft, feel free to pop it in the fridge for 30 minutes. All right, now let's roll the dough into balls, about 2 tablespoons each, and place them on a parchment-lined baking sheet. Make sure to space them about 1 inch apart. Feel free to press a few extra M&Ms or chocolate chips on top because, let's be real, we eat with our eyes first. Yum! Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 11 to 13 minutes. They will look a little soft when they come out, but keep them on the baking sheet for 5 minutes and then transfer them to a cooling rack to fully cool. Let's talk about your data and how to protect it because, just like a good recipe, a little prep goes a long way. Here are 3 easy things that you can do to keep your information safe. Tip number 1, check your privacy settings. Social media and other apps collect a ton of data. So feel free to take 5 minutes or so to review your settings and limit what you have shared. Do you really need to give that flashlight app access to your contacts? Does TikTok really need to see all of the text you've shared? Probably not. Feel free to tell them no. Tip number 2, use strong and unique passwords. Your passwords should be like these cookies. Strong, complex, one of a kind, and totally full of crazy. Consider using a password manager to keep track of them if they're too complicated, which they should be. Tip number 3, be mindful of public Wi-Fi. Logging into your bank account while sipping your coffee at your favorite cafe? Don't do it. It's a bad idea. Public Wi-Fi is like an open cookie jar. Anybody can just grab whatever they want without asking. Consider using a VPN whenever you can. They're the best.
And there you have it. Soft baked monster cookies. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. Wait, we have to pick one first. Pikachu, I choose you. There. They're beautiful, soft baked. Don't forget, you also got a crash course on data privacy. It's important. So, like I said, just like these cookies, your data is valuable. I know it doesn't seem that way, but it is, I promise. Take the steps we talked about before. Try and protect yourself online. And why not enjoy some actual cookies while you're at it? Let's give these a try. Speaking of trying cookies. Just kidding. They're super peanut buttery. Now I get to say the Instagram or the influencer. If you don't like peanut butter, you won't like these cookies. But yeah, they're super soft. You can see they're barely hanging down there. Full of peanut butter. Don't forget, secret weapon, mini peanut butter M&Ms. Again, if you don't like this much peanut butter, that's okay. Just switch out some of the mix-ins for more chocolatey mix-ins. You can use cookies, as long as they're small pieces. These are delicious. Now I have to finish this cookie because it's delicious. Make these cookies. They're falling apart, but they're so good.
If you love this recipe and want more fun fandom-inspired treats, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Do the YouTubey things. Until next time, remember, stay safe online and in the kitchen. Bye-bye.